utter and complete disappointments. This is a special message just for Tyler. You are of your father, the devil. You came here to steal, kill, and destroy Ashley's hopes, dreams, and future. You weren't a sperm donor. I mean, that's exactly what you were, a sperm donor, but it wasn't for no couple. Come on. Not with the matching jammies. Get it, don't be timid when you in it, fly that. Love upon it. Give along, leave it. My name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? And y'all know I'm here to put you on. And I have a lot to talk about. It was only 3 episodes of Love is Blind Season 7 that aired today, but these 3 episodes, have mercy, it was a lot. At the end of this video, like I did last time, I will post all of my reactions in real time. All of the shorts content that I did for TikTok, I'll put it at the end so you can see me on this journey learning about all of this foolishness. Who do I want to start with? Let's start with Nick and Hannah. Nicholas, Nikolai, Nicaragua. Why are you living in your parents' basement and on a show to get married, sir? Why don't you pay your own phone bill, Nicholas? Nicholas, I tried to ride with you. I tried to be down there with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Hannah was going to try to take you down through all of that, right? Because she feels like she's the maturity police. And girl, you're not mature. But he's really not. Because you live at home, and not that there's anything wrong with living at home, but again, if you are about to take on the responsibility of a wife and possible procreation, I need to know how to pay them bills, sir. I need to know that you know how to run a household successfully, and it did not give that. I'm so disappointed with Nick. But in this episode, we all meet each other's families. Hannah, does she really like Nick? Does she really like Nick? Nick seems enamored of her. His parents love Hannah down really, 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 really bad. They love her. They said, oh, this is our daughter now. And if he start acting up, Hannah, you can have his room. Hannah came with gifts and flowers. I thought it was beautiful. She really wanted to make a good impression. Again, he seems to have great parents, but he seems fully dependent on them. At 28, sir, it's fine, but not when you're saying that you want to go and get a wife. And he said, we got to move in pretty soon, huh? She said, you think I'm moving in this basement, in your parents' basement? You mean coming to my apartment, right? And he's like, I hate that I feel like she's going to be carrying this and having to be the responsible, mature one. No matter, well, some people don't, but I know for me, it's nothing more attractive than a man that can lead. You know what I mean? Not in an overbearing, crazy way, but in a way where you can depend on him to be the foundation, the provider. I'm going to just sit it right there. And he doesn't give that. That would be such a turn off for me if I were Hannah. I enjoyed Hannah's brother, her family. They said, listen, you got to ease up, Hannah. Be a little bit nicer, but I don't know if she needs to. This is not a match. My prediction, no. Just say no. I don't think either one of them are really ready. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm back. I had to get my Instacart order. So, next couple. And let me just see, because I feel like they gave me something I didn't order. They damn gave me, I thought I got strawberry ice cream. And they said this is cream cheese. I don't want no damn cream. Oh, it's cream cheese. I ordered the wrong thing. Next on the roster, let's talk about Alex and Tim. Not a day goes by where he don't have them hoochie daddies on. So we know that at the end of episode 6 last week, the ish had hit the fan. She had called that man everything but a child of God, and he was ready to walk out on the relationship. Okay, that's what he was ready to do. And she apologized, she begged him back, and now they're better than ever. They went 4-wheeling, and you know, if I can trust you on the 4-wheeler, I can trust you in real life. We go back to DC. Now it's time to meet the families. We meet her family, and I mean, he puts on because that's what he does. And of course, he had to bring up the tragedy. And has a one-on-one conversation with Dad, basically asking for her hand, thanking him for raising such an amazing daughter. Again, something is not connecting for me with Tim. It just doesn't. There's a mean streak. There's something there, and it's probably in Alex too. But for whatever reason, it just gives me the ick. Like, I don't like it at all. It makes me uncomfortable. We go see his home, very nice, well-appointed home. He seems accomplished in whatever it is he does in his consultancy work. And it's just something. It's just something that's nagging that just won't let me have peace with it. But she's seemingly still, enamored of him. We go to her apartment and listen. Why you let them cameras in your house with your house looking like that? You wouldn't have a friend, an auntie, a family member, anybody that was able to come and straighten up them clothes, put it in a closet, do something. Because at the end of the day, yes, you want to put your best foot forward and you want to be authentic, right? But that looked crazy on national TV, sis. I wouldn't have ever done that. But so we go over there and he didn't seem to be judging like I thought he would. And we're just kind of seeing their dynamic. How is everything going to work together? How is it going to be? And I guess, but for me, it's still a no. I don't think that. And there was also something he said that really disturbed me when he was talking to her family, and it was all around. I'm always thinking about that person that I want to be with me on my worst day. Baby, how many more bad days do you want to have? You've had enough bad days, Tim. I think you are due some good days. Why can't we talk about, somebody to experience the best moments of our lives together? I need people to change their speech around. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I feel like you're anticipating something even worse are happening. And I don't even know how that's possible. But again, this is not a couple I like. For my prediction, no. Just say no. I don't think this should go forward. If I was a judge and had a gavel, dismissed. I don't think this should go forward. I can't go to them right now because it's too much. Taylor and Garrett. Now, y'all, this was interesting to me. Because Taylor just big fine. Taylor's proven herself to be a good friend. I stand Taylor completely. And Garrett's not half bad. But Garrett's family. This relationship he got with his mama, this relationship that his mama got with him. Garrett is in his elder 30s, okay? He is a full-grown man, mama. And the fact that you sat up there and cried real tears at the initial meeting of this young lady, talking about maybe we'll learn to love you one day. Girl, find something else safe to do. Your son is grown. He knows his own mind. If you had all of this ought and issues with the process, when he told you he was taking his tail on Love is Blind, you should have begged the question then. Don't do this in front of this young lady and make her feel all out of place. And Taylor's got to save face. And, I see what a beautiful family he comes from. We're taking this day by day. Whatever it ends up being, we're going to be here for each other, yada, yada, yada. And I'm thinking, why did you have to put her under all that pressure? Ultimately, though, Garrett says no matter what his family says, whether they come or not, this is for him. He chooses you. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I believe next episode we're going to meet her mom. We also kind of addressed the hurdle that she wants to live in San Diego, and of course his life is in DC, and is the family going to resent her from taking him away from them? Again, these are things, we needed to really talk about in the pods, because that is life-changing. Apparently there really was no nookie in the little mini vacay, because she says, thank you for being understanding and going at my pace, and I respect that. I respect that. Back on the vacation, though, I do want to know, well, we kind of know what Garrett and Steven were talking about. And we'll get to them. Next, let's go to Marissa and Rams. I just honestly do not care. I don't care about the dynamic of this relationship. Neither one of them do it for me. For whatever reason, I could care less. And I don't think it's going to be a go for decision day, baby. Because if he got to wear a condom, he not having it. All right. But before that, we get into some conversations over al dente pasta. Girl, please. I don't know if she was trying to be funny, if that was a joke, but al dente, girl. And so they're sitting there talking about politics and religion. She doesn't want any aspects of God in her wedding because apparently she has a background of Mormonism. And I have questions. Again, Black Mormonism always gives me questions and concerns, right? Because they didn't think people had souls until it was like the 80s. So it It always rubs me a little bit the wrong way. But she says, she doesn't want that because of the white Jesus and all that. And I said, baby, you don't, well, I guess we don't. Anyway, that's never been my understanding. And so he's like, well, his mom would want a religious element, and it might be good enough for her just to pray with him in the beginning. She wants an all-black wedding, them in white. I don't get it. He's not trying to go for it either, but I think he's going to acquiesce if they make it that far. Next, they talk about kind of politics in the military, her career in the military, the thought that she wanted to be a reservist, and he doesn't respect it. He says, basically, if you were in the service now, even in the reserves, I wouldn't be with you. It's a high moral issue for him. He said it's about integrity, it's about morality. That's not something that he deals with. We discovered that he was a whole minister in the Lord's church. At one point, he's seen the background of it, the insides and outs, and he wouldn't say that he doesn't believe in God. He said he still believes in some Christian form of God, and here she goes with all her extraness. But that was fine. But I think she did feel judged in the moment where he said, no, I wouldn't be with you. And that's just kind of that on that. Later on, though, we get to meet her mama, and her mama's off the chain, baby. I don't know. People complained about Love is Blind UK, old girl's mama. But that mama ain't got nothing on this mama. I don't feel like, because this mama is a straight shooter. She said, you gonna tell me about marriage? Young man, I've been married. And so they meet, and she's basically like, okay, are you willing to sign a prenup? My baby's in law school. She's about to graduate, and you don't have anything. You don't have a degree. I know you're not a bum because you're making it in D.C. and you live alone, but my daughter's going to be big time, right? And so we're getting the whole family dynamic, and it seemed like he was sweating a little bit, but he came back with some answers. She said, I don't know if I like you today. I just met you. And I feel that because I don't know you, and I don't know if I like you just yet. But eventually, it's a cool time, whatever. He kind of whatever, smooths it over. And they leave on good terms. She said, I'm going to support my daughter regardless, but my daughter is a B. My daughter is a B, and she's bossy, and she's yada, yada, yada. Don't let her run all over you. And I said, that was good. We get back to the house. She talks about how she doesn't want to use birth control, and he says, well, condoms don't do it for him. It don't feel the same, and sex got to be enjoyable for him. Gotta be. And condoms just don't do it. And I was like, sir, are you raw dogging it out in these streets? Is that what we doing? And the pull-out method is not 100% safe, y'all. So, I'm just saying. But she said, I'm not going on birth control. I said, so is he going to get a vasectomy? What's finna shake? Because she want to have kids. She's like, listen, we can keep doing what we're doing now and just take a chance. Take a chance on an unknown kid. I'm ready to have your baby. He said, whoa. I don't know about all that. But they going to have to get past this because this is a deal breaker for him. If he got to wear the Jimmy hat. A hat for your Jimmy. If he gotta wear that, he's not trying to have it.
And well, you don't put a tent on that tree, you understand? Huh? Put a hat on your willie.
I just don't care about this couple. I'm not invested in their future. I don't know if they, on paper, I guess it seemed a way, but it's really not. And the rat tails, the two braids, they still give me the ick, if I can be honest with you. Oh, Lord. I don't know to go to Ashley and Tyler first or damn Monica and Steven because they're both problematic. But let's do Monica and Steven. Monica pissed me off so bad that last night of the vacation because I felt like she was treating Steven like an errand boy. She was like, he's scared of me. He's scared of me. I don't like it. I'm not letting up on him. I'm not letting up on him. I'm going to give it to him. And I'm just like, what the hell was wrong with you? He's talking to the guys and she wants his time. You didn't come over with me for fireworks. And I was like, what is this? But I told you guys that I felt like there was a power dynamic issue in the relationship because he's not up to par in terms of her level, I think, of advancement. Baby, when he said, if you want something top of the line like Kate Spade, no disrespect to Kate Spade, but baby, sir. So we knew what it was and what it ain't, right? So I was pissed at her that part. We get back to DC and we find out he ain't got no job. You ain't got no job, man. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, what are we doing? She's like, it's fine. I got you. I'll carry you. Call me Big Mama. Call me Sugar Mama. Never call me Sugar Mama. Never call me Big Mama, baby, because I ain't got it. After 2 days of knowing you, I ain't got it. Sir, you better go get in line. see if you can get some assistance, because how are you taking care of your apartment, your vehicle, your whatever? I'm not doing it. She was better than me. And he starts talking about, anal, and I mean, he gets into this thing, and I was like, this is weird coming off the fact that you don't have a job. But he says that his jobless days don't last long. He normally finds something immediately. All right. We don't meet their families or friends yet. And so I'm wondering what's going on. Next scene we see Monica in episode 8 crying on the couch with Taylor. And Taylor's like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And I'm thinking, what the hell happened? I get this comment on TikTok and I said, a sexual deviant? Like, where are we going with this? What's happening? What's happening? Baby, come to find out, he was gone last night at a sleep study, allegedly, and was having the kinkiest of kinkest conversations with somebody, and they done forwarded the text message stream. So not only last night, but into today, about all he want to do, how his D gonna get slopped up, how he's gonna release all over somebody, the most. And we got the Reader's Digest version. We didn't even get to see the text messages. But I'm just saying, he get in there like, oh, I don't remember sending anything today. Last night I was drunk. I made a mistake. And mind you, she had asked and complained about not getting flowers, not being made to feel special. And he was basically saying, I'm questioning this whole relationship. That was back on the vacation. So now that we're back here, we find out she cut the cutty off. Cut the hootenanny off from him because she said, I don't want to give it down, open up to somebody who's not sure about me. And so now it's come out that he's been having this whole kink situation. She said it was disgusting. It was vile. It was gross. It was all manner of evil. That's what she said. And it sounded like it was nasty too. He looked nasty. He looked like he into some nasty stuff. And so he basically is like, okay, I can't. I'm done. I'm sorry I did this to you. I should have never been on the show. She cussed him clean out. Taylor and Garrett come back to pick up the pieces, y'all. Steven. With your 0.2% blackness. That's what you do. That's what you do. Why were you here? Girl, and I knew she had let down on all of her morals and values and boundaries when she opted to go with him, because he wasn't delivering on anything. He had nothing. And the worst of all, he has no character. Monica, I didn't like your personality, but you never deserved that, baby girl. You deserve so much better. And it's not due to age, because that was another thing you kept saying throughout the whole thing. I'm old. I got the last of the last. No, baby. No, baby. No, baby. That's not it. He was just terrible. He was just terrible. He was just terrible. And you probably thought you could run over him a little bit. Let's not deny that that was probably an element in that all. But y'all, I hated that. That was so disturbing. Like she said, I'm embarrassed. Baby, you don't be embarrassed. You knew this man for 2 days. This is Love is Blind. Finally, the biggest master manipulator of all. Like I said, he is of his father, the devil. He is on a mission to still kill and destroy. Her purpose, her vision. Ashley, I love you, girl, but you gotta say no. You gotta say no to this light, bright, praying man. And I don't know who he's praying to. Who are you praying to, sir? With your well thought out prayers. Y'all watch this clip.
Until a year ago when he decided to ditch them and pretend like they didn't exist. And the baby mama's mom posted the proof on Instagram. All them little messages he tried to delete and scrub his Instagram clean of his kids, she posted, oh, look at them at a pumpkin patch. Look at them children. That's from his account. From his account. So he used to have kids, but now he doesn't have kids. Now he's just a donor. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a Christmas photo and matching onesies? Is that giving donor to you? Because it's giving...
You see that man was in a whole relationship, matching PJs, 3 under 3. He got kids. We see them come up in a conversation because he done met her daddy, swore to her daddy that he has her best intentions in heart. He loves her down real bad. That's going to be his wife. He's going to do whatever it takes to make her happy. Daddy starts tearing up and is like, but you lying. If you mess with my daughter, I'm going to see about you. And I think Big Daddy might see about him. He need to. Because the next thing we see, our girl Ashley is in her gray sweatsuit with her beanie on. Like, I don't know how we get past this. All right? Now you want to tell me all this time later you're a sperm donor to 3 kids? Talking about you want to have babies with me, but you got 3? Because you tried to help a couple who couldn't conceive. He's a liar. The father of them. He don't have no truth in him. None whatsoever. Those are his kids. He was in a relationship with them, actively a father, according to the TikTok streets, allegedly. And you sat up and lied again. So not only could you fully come clean, you had to make up this lie. She better not marry you. And if she married you, she better get an annulment. I'm disgusted by you, Tyler. And I knew it. That's why you always have to follow your first mind. When I did meet the cast and went back through each of those couples, I said I didn't know. You know what I mean? I didn't know. Now we know he's a liar and you playing in her face. And I hope her daddy beats you up. Yeah, that's what I hope. You guys, that is it for me. Again, that was Love is Blind Season 7, Episodes 7 through 9. I think they're playing at this point. They're just playing with us. They're playing in our faces. And I don't understand it. I hated everything about it. None of the couples for me. None of them. I don't give it to any of them. Garrett is showing me that he loves Taylor a little bit, but that's it. I don't feel it for any of them. But you guys drop it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want a live. If you want a live discussion on this, put live. Type live in the comment section. And if I get 15, 20 of them, 25 of them, we'll do a live and talk about Love is Blind this season. Because, child, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss, of all of their foolishness. Because does anyone want love anymore? Does anyone want love anymore? Guys, I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. We are this close to 5K. If you've been here and you've been watching the content and you love me down real bad like I love you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, share, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Yeah, do that for your good sis. And I will see y'all in the next